Oh boy, time now for another episode of Mr. Nailsin Sunday Comics, and continuing on with the Blue Beetle. But this time we're just going to read an adventure of his girlfriend, Joan Mason, as she takes on the Whistling Death. Which I guess that means someone who's having respiratory problems and start wheezing, you know? But her head's in the way of the Whistling D. The most puzzling murder mystery ever to stump the greatest detectives in America is solved by the country's leading girl reporter, the beautiful Joan Mason. Match wits with her and see if you can solve the case of the Whistling Death. So, she died of a massive sunburn. He died of a really bad eyebrow. And I don't know about the others. Anyway, John, get over to Mr. Field's house at 13 Park Avenue. 5 people were just found dead in his apartment. I'm on my way. Well, you're right there. Why? You're supposed to do the little line in between, you know? And why does he look like a kid? I mean, he's the boss. Anyway. Let her pass. Oh, wait. Is that Mike Manigan? But anyway. Let her pass, Mike. This is John Mason. Thanks, Lieutenant. Besides, I want to check her out as she walks in, you know. How did they die? What did you say? Turn on that radio off. It's been on all night. But I like it. Don't touch them. We don't know how they were killed yet. There's no marks on them. All we know is they're dead. Bouet, booking agent, found dead. Big Shot is found with 4 others. Police baffled. By Joan Mason. And that's pretty much the whole article. She kind of repeats it and tries to stretch it, you know. But that's why you make the headline that big and fill up half the page. Anyway, but Lieutenant, he had so many enemies, and we know that they all suffocated to death while standing next to an open window. Well, someone let one rip, you know, and is that so? Well, we'll take care of her. What? Man, this is awful. Okay. Whoops. She dropped glass out of her skirt. What's that whistling sound? Whee! We missed. Let's go in and finish the job, boss. No. We'll get her at the theater tonight. She always attends the opening nights of the new shows. Well, that's convenient, so. Opening night, a gala affair. The lights dim. The overture begins when suddenly, the whistle, the calling card of death. Really? What if they just go, you know? Well, maybe so. Quick, where's the phone? I must call the police. Come on, they're just giving you a compliment. I mean, yes, Lieutenant, I know how Fields was killed. All we have to do now is find who did it, and Joan, what's happened? Joan! She got hit in the head. Yeah, that's not how you use guns on somebody. You're trying to get rid of her. All right. So they did a Mannix move. No. Who are you? Joan, don't you recognize me? Remember when we were roommates in college and we got really close? I must make them think I'm suffering from loss of memory. Then I can scoop these other reporters. I guess we can lay off the dame, huh, boss? Why are you always following me into the men's room? I gotta take it. Yep. No, you sap. We finish her off. Here's the plan. That night at the hospital. Quick, change clothes with him. Here's the needle. All you have to do is touch her with it. The needle contains a horrible poison, in case you didn't figure that out. This'll teach you to meddle in things that don't concern you, and it says on the door, Joan Mason, you know, so, yeah. Stand right where you are, you murderer. He'll never take me alive. All right, Lieutenant. If you get the following items for me, I'll tell you how Fields was killed. Not only that, but the murderer will confess.
Complete recording of all the programs on radio station SATL. The night of the murders. All the band leaders who were handled by the aged Field.
Dear reader, you now have enough clues to know the murders were committed. But do you? If not, read on. All you men are under suspicion of murdering your agent, Julian Fields. You all had a motive, but only one of you had a plan. This radio is now in the exact condition as on the night of the murder. Each band leader will step forward next to the radio when his theme song is played. Start the record, officer. You can go next.
Turn it off! I'll confess. He had it coming to him anyway, but turn that record off.
There's your murder, Lieutenant. Signed, sealed, and delivered.
Joan explains how she trapped the killer, because the story certainly didn't.
Glass will break if hit by the sound waves of a very high note, like a whistle. The killer knew that and placed a poisonous vial in Fields' radio.
Yes, and I nearly got you too, but your meddling got in the way. But the men in my crew will get you for me.
No, they won't. When I learned that you'd just changed your theme song and put in some high whistling notes, I had your whole band rounded up.
Stop him, he's got a knife. He does? Yeah, he does. What do you mean? It's just a letter over the road.
The killer ends up like all others of his kind.
Crime does not pay.
Well, that's it. Boy, that was exciting, wasn't it? Oh, boy, that was on the edge of your seat. Suspense. The Adventures of John Mason. So what do we have next week? This looks god-awful. The O'Brien twins. I guess that's them. Okay, well, that's what you got to look forward to for the next exciting episode of Mr. Nailsin Sunday Comics.